A few days ago, our channel covered the lavish wedding of Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez, which was attended by almost the entire Jordanian royal family, including Queen Rania, Crown Prince Hussein, Crown Princess Rajwa, Princess Iman, her husband Jamil, and even the Crown Prince's daughter born in August last year. Among the family members, the one with the lowest status is probably Princess Iman's husband, Jamil, the bearded guy next to Queen Rania. He married Princess Iman in 2023, and they welcomed a daughter in February this year. Though he's been married to a princess for 2 years now, Jamil still gives off the vibe of a live-in son-in-law. Unlike Brooklyn Beckham, who married into an American billionaire family and is living the high life, this son-in-law has married into a Middle Eastern royal family, and his days seem much harder. Let's start with Princess Iman. As a woman born in an Arab country, she's considered quite lucky, raised in a loving family. Queen Rania has 4 children, and Iman is the second. Her older brother, Crown Prince Hussein, is 2 years her senior, and she has a younger sister, Princess Salma, and a younger brother, Prince Hashem. Her mother raised her no differently than her brother, grooming her from a young age to be confident on the international stage. At just 10 years old, Iman accompanied Queen Rania on an official visit to Japan and met with then Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's wife. Though she was still a shy young girl, Rania personally guided her every step of the way. Accustomed to major public appearances from a young age, Iman walked the red carpet at the Paris premiere of 007, Quantum of Solace, toured the famous Borghese Gallery in Rome, and attended the royal wedding of Sweden's Crown Princess Victoria and Prince Daniel. Her father brought her along to the opening of Parliament, while her mother took her to the World Economic Forum. She even joined her brother at the Global Forum on Youth, Peace and Security. As she grew older, Iman followed in her brother's footsteps and went on to study at Georgetown University in the United States, a renowned cradle for future politicians. The university attracts global elites and royal heirs alike, offering a top-tier network of influential alumni. Historically, young princesses in Arab countries were often used as tools for political marriages, frequently marrying much older princes from other Arab states to become one of their many wives. For example, Princess Haya, who later fled to the UK, was the half-sister of the King of Jordan and became the 6th wife of the ruler of Dubai. But Princess Iman's parents gave her freedom and allowed her to choose her marriage. What kind of man would a princess raised with the utmost privilege choose to marry? Princess Iman had it figured out by the age of 25. While studying in the US, she met her future husband at university. His name is Jimmy Alexander Thermiotis. He's 2 years older than Iman, of Greek descent, born in Venezuela, and holds US citizenship. He also has a younger brother and sister. Their relationship was kept private, so the public had no idea how long they had been dating. Then, in 2022, at age 25, Iman suddenly announced her engagement. The engagement announcement made quite a splash, portraying Jimmy as coming from a wealthy family, holding an MBA, and working as a partner at a New York venture capital firm, a textbook business elite. It was also said that he was originally Catholic, but converted to Islam to marry the princess, even changing his name from Jimmy to the Arabic Jamil. On the surface, it all looked glamorous. But the more you think about it, the more something feels off. The Jordanian royal family surely conducted a background check on the man their beloved daughter was going to marry, and they found out he wasn't as impressive as the hype suggested. Later revelations showed that he had no real career. In 2019, Jamil's investment firm was nearly bankrupt, investors gradually pulled out, and he was close to financial ruin. Eventually, his company was down to just 5 employees, with an annual revenue of only a few $100,000, far from any business elite. The entire Jordanian royal family knew about this, and Princess Iman certainly did too. Yet she still decided to marry him. All we can guess is that this man must be very good at providing emotional support. Iman loves him, but the rest of the royal family doesn't, which makes Jamil's situation all the more difficult. At the 2023 wedding, the entire Jordanian royal family looked stunning, and Jamil's family was also present, yet it was as if they didn't exist, not a single official photo featured them. In the big group photo, there were plenty of people, but all were from the bride's side. Not a single member of the groom's family made it into the frame. Queen Rania was seen crying as she watched her daughter get married, perhaps overwhelmed by emotion, or possibly wondering if her daughter had entrusted her life to the wrong man. At the Crown Prince's wedding, when Iman's husband greeted Crown Prince Hussein, Iman's brother, with a cheek kiss, he patted the prince on the shoulder. The Crown Prince immediately turned his head and said in English, "Rude." The incident quickly went viral online. For someone like Jamil, whose status and background fall short, the Crown Prince didn't hesitate to put him in his place, completely ignoring the occasion. Even after getting married, the unfortunate Jamil is still often sidelined. Last year, during King Abdullah's 25th anniversary on the throne, the royal family stood neatly lined up, but Jamil was noticeably absent. Coincidentally, Crown Prince Hussein's wife, Rajwa, and the princess's husband share the same birthday. Yet while the royal family always throws a celebration for Rajwa, the son-in-law seems to disappear on that day. As we've mentioned before, Rajwa is a wealthy beauty from Saudi Arabia with a privileged background, and even she walks on eggshells within the Jordanian royal family, let alone Jamil, the so-called fake tycoon. It would have been fine if Jamil just stayed under the radar, but unexpectedly, his family caused more trouble. In September last year, Jamil's younger brother was arrested in the US on charges of insider trading and faced up to 20 years in prison. When the foreign media reported it, the headlines read "Relatives of the King of Jordan arrested," which only made the Jordanian royal family look down on Jamil even more. In February this year, Princess Iman gave birth to a daughter, and Jamil stepped up as a new dad. He's been staying in Jordan most of the time. After all, he doesn't have much of a career to speak of. So he might as well focus on being a good son-in-law and keeping his wife happy. There are reports that the king might entrust him with managing assets worth $140 million in the UK and the US, at least to provide him with a source of income as a gesture of respect for his daughter. Jordan is a small country in the Middle East, surrounded by challenging neighbors like Israel, Palestine, Syria, and Iraq. Over the years, the Jordanian royal family has had to survive in a tight geopolitical squeeze, unlike European royals who can afford to take a backseat. It's no surprise that a culture of currying favor with the powerful while looking down on the weak has taken root from top to bottom. Just a few days ago, at Jeff Bezos's wedding, the Jordanian royals were the only royal family in attendance. They were going all out to build ties with ultra-wealthy elites. In such a family, someone like Jamil, who sits at the bottom of the food chain, likely faces far more struggles behind the scenes than we ever get to see.